Building a better flophouse. Time for a change in management at Hotel Rexford. I should consider killing Marowski in his sleep to avoid confrontation with the other Rexford employees. Welcome back for another Fallout 4 Depravity mode video. In this one we'll continue the main quest. The best way to deal with Marowski is to use a stealth elimination with a melee attack, a silenced weapon, or with the specific perk. The 4-leaf security password is used for the chem lab that is located at 4-leaf fish packing or something like this.
Oh sir, it's just so great to finally meet you. I've been hearing so much. We're going to revamp this place from top to bottom.
Hey, I found a robot called the Drinking Buddy that was supposed to be delivered here.
I take a dim view of the Drinking Buddy. It attracts a terrible crowd. I don't know quite how to say this, but it's a condescending machine. It condescends to you, a most infuriating personality under the best of circumstances.
A pleasure to meet you.
Well, someone certainly raised you right and instilled in you a sense of decency and basic social etiquette.
What kind of robot are you?
The Robo-Brain Project has a long and sordid history of which you must be painfully aware. But perhaps less known was a division concentrating on party planning, event management, and small business administration. You see before you the combination of this research, PNDLTN23.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
You and I will single-handedly revitalize nightlife in Good Neighbor. These won't be simply go there, get this, come back endeavors, no? Well, there is a certain amount of that, but I can only stress we will also exercise discretion and good judgment along the way. Important decisions with severe consequences will happen around every corner.
Where are you going with this?
We'll start by gathering the supplies we need to spruce up this establishment. And by we, I mean you, of course.
Quit wasting my time and just tell me what you need.
We'll have to compete with the best the Commonwealth has to offer as a scrappy underdog. But under your tasteful supervision, I think we could at least match the standards set by the Raider Emporium. I'm told some sneeringly call them the Raider Emporium, but that's unlikely.
So where do I come in?
Keeping the bathrooms functioning is one of our highest priorities. Otherwise, I'm afraid the entire establishment would be drowning in human waste.
Get to the point. What do you need?
Ah yes, I was getting to that. There's a warehouse south of here along the railroad tracks that may have the plumbing and construction supplies we'll need. I have heard rumors of ghouls and other reprobates in the area. No match for someone with your top-shelf combat prowess, I'm sure. But do keep in mind some finesse and uncommon ingenuity may be required to access the warehouse. I'd advise against a standard shock and awe approach.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me about my tactics? Or was that it?
Well, there is one more thing. You'll notice that few of these clubs stay open for very long without chemicals. Perhaps the sex is secondary or not seen as valuable in the wasteland. Regardless, we'll need to acquire a stash of drugs large enough to kill productivity for weeks at a time.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Indeed I do. There's a Raider stronghold just north of the Boston Police rationing warehouse. I'll mark the location down with your permission.
In addition to acquiring construction and plumbing supplies, Pendleton has asked me to find some drugs to keep the patrons of the Hotel Rexford happy. Steal the drug stash from the raiders at Evans Way cul-de-sac.
You kill him right back.
In this warehouse, the main door is barricaded, so we'll have to parkour a little, get inside from the roof, and then unlock the door.
This place is a shithole. And here I thought it couldn't get any worse than the combat zone.
Now that I've gathered the drugs, construction supplies, and plumbing supplies, I should return them to Penderton so I can get started on renovating Hotel Rexford.
Oh, wonderful. You've returned safely. And with the supplies, I trust.
In the future, never doubt me.
Well, that should certainly be enough to keep the population pampered. Good work. Time to polish the open sign and finally get things started. I'm speaking metaphorically, of course. We have extensive repairs to do, so check back later, won't you?
The system has failed. Ask Murphy for work.
Hi.
You ready for the next step?
Let's do this.
Now that we got security to man Goodneighbor's sniper perches, the next step is to keep those boys armed. You've probably noticed ammunition isn't exactly a renewable resource these days, but I've got a workaround. There's a gunner facility outside Mass Bay Medical they use to manufacture ammo. The intel I've got says the facility isn't particularly well guarded, so we can kill two birds with one stone. Take out a gunner outpost and provide Goodneighbor the means to make their own ammo.
It's probably going to be dangerous. I expect things will get ugly.
I'm gonna tag along with you on this one. The entrance to the place isn't exactly in plain sight. And besides, never hurts to have backup. Let me know when you're ready to head out.
I just clean up around here.
You got another thing coming.
Hope the view is worth it. Last one you'll ever see.
I was just getting warmed up.
Nice shooting. You still in one piece?
I could use a stiff drink after all that.
Let's get this equipment back to Hancock. Then I'm gonna hit the third rail for a bit. You're welcome to join me.
Hey,
Something I can help with?
I'm looking for some jet.
They're real funny. Make a joke.
Hey, old pal. Got some good news. We managed to round up some ammo manufacturing equipment from the gunner outpost over at Mass Bay Medical. The neighborhood watch should rest a bit easier knowing they aren't shooting blanks.
Then here's to a long road with plenty of ammo. We do have enough ammo, right?
Yeah, once we get the manufacturing equipment up and running. Most of the credit for the job belongs to our new friend here.
Hey, I'm just here for the rewards and glory.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Goodneighbor's just a bit safer thanks to the two of you.
So, with that out of the way, you feel like grabbing a drink with us at the third rail to celebrate?
Don't have time to chat. Mayoral duties and all that bull.
But we'll talk again. I wouldn't recommend drinking from anything you find around here.
Not to mention the smell.
Hey, you got something against Good Neighbors bars all of a sudden? Speaking of which, you remember that time at the third rail when you were so drunk you tried to give CPR to a mannequin?
Yeah, of course. I remember that.
That's funny, because I don't. So why don't you tell me who the fuck you really are?
What are you trying to say? Show some damn respect.
Hancock's got enough self-esteem, he wouldn't pretend to remember non-existent events just to appease someone. And he sure as hell wouldn't be talking shit about his own town, much less refusing to break bread with friends. So answer my question. Who are you?
What are you saying?
So, you gonna enlighten me here? You take one too many blows to the skull, or you just acting like this for fun?
Calling it like I see it, stranger. Where's Hancock? And how long ago did you replace him? You got about 2 seconds to come clean.
Whoa, time out. You aren't talking sense. No one gets replaced in my town. Commonwealth's full enough of trouble as it is. Doesn't need you making any more of it.
Alright, prove it then. The last joke Hancock told me starts like this. A ghoul walks into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." What does the ghoul say?
I don't know. What was it again? Was I on something at the time?
Wrong answer. Time to get a better look inside that head of yours.
You wanna try me?
We've got to do this more often.
Let me know if you find some spare ammo.
Hi.
Let me guess. You found a synth component, right?
How did you know?
The mannerisms gave him away. Sarcasm's a tough personality trait for a synth to imitate. My bullshit detector went off as soon as he started talking. First time I've ever encountered a ghoul synth, though. Speaking of which, we gotta find out what happened to the real Hancock. Help me search around for any clues.
Let me know.
Sweet.
Or if you want me to help with that lock, or any lock for that matter. Getting into places I'm not wanted is a talent I've acquired over the years.
If you want to read everything, just pause the video. Basically, it says that Unit G788, which is the synth Hancock, is supposed to monitor Good Neighbor. The real Hancock was captured and is located in a parking garage, and this letter reveals that McDonough, the mayor of Diamond City, is a synth.
You find any clues?
I found this note. Here.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, so McDonough's a synth. No surprise there. This paragraph makes reference to a parking structure. Seems like an odd place to keep a prisoner. Unless... shit. If my hunch is right, this ain't good. Come on, we're taking a field trip over to West Roxbury.
Hey.
Here comes my kind of trouble. Not a bad way to make an entrance.
How did you end up in there?
I don't know. You ever wonder if maybe you're a synth and don't know it? I got a lot of time I can't account for.
Tell me a joke.
So a ghoul walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve ghouls here." Ghoul says, "That's fine. Is the human fresh?"
Yeah, that's definitely the right guy. Good to see you again, old buddy. You gonna be alright?
Not my first time ending up next to a trash heap. Won't be my last.
Let's focus on what's next.
So, Hancock, to bring you up to speed, we've been busy. Murawski's dead, the Triggermen are under control, Hotel Rexford is being renovated, and the neighborhood watch is now manning the sniper perches. We've got ammo manufacturing capability, and most of the random hoodlums infesting Goodneighbor are taking dirt naps. We managed to kill the synth the Institute tried to replace you with, but I got some bad news about your brother McDonough.
So the Institute replaced him with a synth after all. How many years was I angry at that bastard for the wrong reasons?
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
Was always told I'd hit rock bottom. Not sure this is what they meant. Was the guy I grew up with the amoral piece of trash who gave the ghouls the boot? Or was that just some synth making a play for the city?
No matter how badly it hurts, you needed to hear the truth.
When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. All the pain, the fear, the loss the Institute's inflicted. Time we return the favor.
Tell me about the options.
Let's think about this for a second. The way I see it, we respond in kind. No more, no less. The Institute tried to take out our guy in Goodneighbor, so we take out their guy in Diamond City.
Smart. Sometimes you just gotta murder a guy. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you got the same plan.
How do we do this without raising suspicions?
Let's start with what we know. First, McDonough's a synth. Second, he's not a particularly popular mayor outside the upper stands. And third, if the Institute was sending couriers to check up on Hancock's synth, odds are they're probably doing the same with McDonough.
Where are you going with this?
We can't barge into Diamond City guns blazing. Security would have a field day with us. The only way this works is if we can get the Diamond City Council, the security forces, and the general population on our side. If we show them irrefutable proof that McDonough is a synth who's actively spying for the Institute, they're more likely to look the other way when we kill him.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Could you be more specific?
If you pose as an Institute courier sent by this IO guy, we might get McDonough to slip up and confess. Specifically, you take an audio recorder with you and pretend you're there to collect a report. Get McDonough alone in his office so he thinks he can open up. Then record him admitting to being a synth and working for the Institute. Once you've got the recording, shoot the motherfucker. Show the recording to someone on the Diamond City Council, and they can take it from there.
Hey, if I thought for a second that would work, I would have tried.
Yeah, but our friend here isn't a ghoul. That gives this plan at least a fighting chance. Besides, you got a better idea?
Well, I guess you got a good point.
So I can just head in and talk to McDonough?
If you can sell being an Institute courier, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Goodneighbor'd rest a whole lot easier with him out of the picture.
Just reference IO and some confidential info about synths from that letter. Hopefully that's enough to get you in. I'll give you the recorder, too. Put it in your pocket and try to stand close to McDonough when he's talking.
Anything else I should know?
There's rumors of a strong room underneath the Diamond City Mayor's office. Might be worth looking for a way in while you're there.
What if I get caught?
Hey, you're resourceful. I'm sure you'll think of something.
I'm ready to get to work.
I like where your head's at. I'll head for home then. Good luck.
I'm gonna tag along with Hancock. I'll meet you back at the State House in Goodneighbor when it's done. And thanks again, friend.
Confront Mayor McDonough at his office in Diamond City.
Enjoy your new home.
Hope you didn't run into any trouble getting here. That bridge across the river? Super mutants use it as an ambush point.
Hey.
Far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
Ah, the courier. I trust you've been sent by our mutual friend, Mr. Io. I hope your journey here was uneventful.
It was fine. Thanks for asking.
Good, good. On to the business at hand, then. There's a farm out there, run entirely by ghouls, if you can believe it. They might be a problem in the future. I ran on a campaign of strict, no ghouls allowed politics. When you build up a scapegoat, you need them to remain distant and scary. But ghoul settlements breed ghoul sympathizers. Let our mutual friends know we might need to give them a reason to be less friendly.
What else have you got for me?
Hancock. Oh, he won't shut up about me. Every caravan that comes from Good Neighbor is loaded with hearsay and rumors about my loyalties. I keep telling our mutual friends that they need to step up our plan to deal with him. Reiterate the urgency, if you could. The full details are in my report, along with some other points of interest. Remember, don't let anyone see this but Mr. Io.
Anything else I should know?
I think that's enough for now. When I have more, I'll let our mutual friends know.
I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you have time for some questions?
Oh, what is it you're looking for?
You didn't tell people you were a synth, did you?
I'd love to talk, but I have matters to attend to. I'll let you see yourself out. Do travel safely.
Don't change the subject. I'm the one asking questions here. Justin Ao thinks you're helping synths escape. I need to know the truth.
Some investigation, I assume? You two aren't trying to get me into hot water now, are you? I'm sorry, I don't have time for any more questions. I'm a busy man. Enjoy your stay in our fair city.
Answer my question. The Institute has ordered me to kill you. Start talking, or else.
What? How dare you? I am not just going to be discarded and tossed to the wolves. I'm the mayor, goddammit! Now, I'll tell you what's going to happen next. I'm walking out of this city, unharmed, with my dignity intact.
Not gonna happen.
I'm either walking out of the city a free man, or I'm killing as many of you as I can.
Fixed yourself some time in a Diamond City jail cell. You're going to stand trial, and these people are going to have justice.
Please, you know how these people feel about synths. I won't be stuck in a prison while they gloat.
Deal with it, you idiot.
If Boston...
After beating down McDonough for a bit, Diamond City Security has detained him in the Diamond City jail. This is the end of this video. The next quest is a direct continuation of this one. Thank you so much for watching, please leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.